Award for the found ring. I go to a big supermarket to buy some liquid glue in a tube. I don't know why I didn't look for the tube on the shelves, but I reached the cash register. The line for the left cash register, seen from the direction I was coming from, ends in front of one wall. I didn't wonder where the customer was going until I stood in front of the cashier, who at that moment announced to me in front of her workplace that she was no longer working. I understood that her time for a coffee break was starting. Her exit line led to the already mentioned wall, where she came out through a hole in the wall. I also tried to get through and out, but I didn't succeed, because the opening was from the floor to the height of the child, aged 10 to 12. I bend down, stick my head through the opening in the wall and see that the woman is upright in another room behind a net of some kind of metal pipe, whether water, sewage, gas or steam, was not recognizable. I decide to go back the way I came before to the cash register. There I see that a few meters in front of the line to the cash register, which I did not go to, there are 2 or 3 steps, on which a woman is sitting, and in front of her is a man. Both were in the business of cleaning apricots, which they bought at the supermarket, i.e. in the preparation of apricots for cooking jam. I walk past them and into the hallway of the supermarket. There was also an information point. There were several plates and saucers on the big table, with pieces of apricots for tasting. The clerk, the employee, or what I know who she is and what she was, told me that apricots are now in production of 6 kilograms each. And I really see ripe apricots along the wall of the hallway, and across the table with plates and saucers, beautiful but big as pumpkins. I don't say anything about it, I just walk out of the self-service hallway. In front of the hallway, a conveyor belt begins with a slope to the underground part of the department store. I stand on the lane to take me to the underworld, to see if there's any glue I need. However, this is where the lane turns into a street. I walk down the street and a boy walks in front of me, in the same direction as me. The boy looked left and right as if looking for something on the sidewalk, when there was a woman from the opposite direction, who said to the boy, "I lost the ring," and continue walking towards the end of the street from which the boy and I got here. I thought of going after her and trying to see the ring on the sidewalk. I have no idea where the belief, that the ring is from gold, came from. The woman noticed that I was following her and said to me, "The ring is worth 7,000 francs. If you find him, I'll give you 3,500. I tell her, I have good eyes and I believe I will notice him. In which part of your journey did you lose the ring? In this street. So far, I've seen that he's gone, so I still have to check from here to the beginning of the street. There, I estimate that it remains for us to observe the sidewalk of some 200 meters in length. I stop at the left curb and the two of us head towards the beginning of the street, in the direction of the supermarket, where I was looking for glue and dried apricots, which are no longer there. I mean, no more self-service. After a few steps, the sidewalk is no longer asphalted or concreted, but grassy. Then I see a massive gold ring in the grass. I bend down, take it, and say triumphantly, "I found it." I extend my hand to, "And now?" It is no longer a woman, but now one man who extends his hand to take the ring. I am not a man who insults another man with distrust of him, so that, for example, in this case, I would first say, give me 3,500 francs to give you a ring. I immediately gave him the ring. Let's see what happens. I calculated that the word is valid. However, this one now tells me that he has no money with him. He didn't even suggest that we fix it later. I realized that he wants to trick me. So I suggest, if you give me only 1,000 francs, we will never have to meet again, for the remaining 2,500. Ah, don't be so radical. Why don't we meet again? But I really don't have anything here now. I can only give you one voucher for dinner at one bistro. I explained to him that I'm not the type of man to go to cafes and not to dine in restaurants. And then I add, I swear I only had 1 franc in my pocket 2 weeks ago, and now I have only 10 cents. There is now a friend of his who gives me 20 cents, and this one, who owes me 3,500 francs, gives me another 50 and 1 paper, which turns out to be a receipt from the cash register in a department store. My debtor showed me 1 line on paper and explained that it was a confirmation that I could have dinner with him at the bistro, as he had already explained to me, and that was all he could give me now. I now add up that I have a total of 80 cents in my pocket and that by law I am entitled to 10% of the value of the found ring, but I just walk away angry. They disappear somewhere, and I start cursing him. Lord God, do anything bad to him for the punishment he cheated on me. My God. Etc. Here I quickly said to myself, what kind of spiritually developed man are you when you curse someone for money? So I asked myself, why did she/he come to me at all, and I said her/him, really calmly. Go to 3 beautiful mothers with your money. Then, enjoy. I realized that everything was just for me, so that the constellation would examine me morally. And, I woke up, aware that I really said easily goodbye, to 3,500 francs. As it would be in reality,